Okay, so we're going to talk about 3 more oils here. The first oil that we're going to talk about is Melaleuca, commonly known as tea tree oil. So this particular oil is another really popular oil that we have. It's popular in essential oils, used for a lot of things. But some of the most popular things that you're going to hear Melaleuca used for is the skin and the hair. So it's really great for blemishes, really great for promoting clear skin. Also wonderful for promoting full, healthy hair. One thing that we do a lot is we will put a drop or 2 in our shampoo or conditioner and let it sit in there, and it just really helps support a healthy head of hair and a scalp. The other thing that I love to do with Melaleuca is mix it with lavender in a spray bottle and spray it on my kids' backpack, their coats, and their hair during the school year, when there's a lot of those nasty little critters that like to crawl around and the kids like to share. This actually helps repel those. They do not like the smell of Melaleuca, so they will stay away, and it has worked very well for us so far. Frankincense is the next oil that we are going to talk about. Frankincense is my very favorite oil that we have. It's the essential oil with almost the most constituents in them. Hundreds of constituents, over 100 constituents, I apologize. So it's good for a multitude of things. One of my favorite uses for frankincense is it is an incredibly strong emotional power oil. So we've not talked too much about the emotional side of things. But as I had mentioned previously, when you breathe in an oil, it goes directly into the brain where all of those hormones are released. So this just helps promote natural, healthy hormone release. Really great for times when you're feeling overwhelmed. Oh, it is so wonderful. Really great for times of stress and when you're feeling moments of depression. And then, hang on one second, please. Jonathan, please. The other thing that we use frankincense a ton for is so emotional support and immune support. So this is another very, very strong immune oil. I will actually drop a couple drops of it directly under my tongue when I am feeling like I might be coming down with something. It is a great oil for that. The other thing that we use it for is discomforts. So if I have slept wrong, or as I mentioned earlier, I am a hospice nurse. So if I have tweaked my back somehow lifting a patient, I will either put a couple drops under my tongue, or I will rub it directly on the area. So frankincense is a driver oil, which means it drives whatever you're putting it on top of a little bit further in. So if I'm needing, I may use another pain oil that we have, and then put frankincense on top of it to give some extra support and push it even further into the muscles and joints. So my little saying for frankincense, just so you know, is it's my Frank's Red Hot sauce. And if you know what the saying for Frank's Red Hot sauce is, you know what I'm saying. doTERRA Onguard. This is the first of doTERRA's blends we are going to talk about. And this is an awesome, awesome oil. There is quite a bit of research, actually, scientific medical research coming out on our particular Onguard. And it is amazing research, seeing what this is doing with the cleansing properties. And so you'll start hearing a lot more about that. And I know a lot of us in the medical community are really excited for natural options, since many of our not natural options are becoming less effective. The other thing with Onguard is you could take it a multitude of ways. So we diffuse it a ton, particularly during the winter. You can I put it again in empty roller balls for my children, and I rub it on their feet. The other thing that I do is I get an empty gel cap and I take this internally when someone is either not feeling well in our home, or if I'm not feeling well. It just gives me that extra immune support so my body can fight whatever it is that I am dealing with at the time. We also clean with this a lot. I believe I mentioned that we have an entire line of Onguard products, everything from a concentrated cleaner, which is fantastic. I love using that in the kitchen and the bathroom. I also make a spray out of it instead of using something like Lysol. That way I'm not worried about spraying the chemicals. and all over my sofa and things that my kids are going to be touching, and then, you know, I've got little ones, so putting their hands in. And the same thing for my animals. So I would rather use this around animals than I would a chemical, because the dogs lick things and things of that nature also. So that is the 3 oils we're going to talk about in this video. I will see you again in just a couple minutes to talk about just a couple more oils.